Hello, Yankees fans. Today we have a lot to unpack when it comes to the team's upcoming offseason moves, potential acquisitions, and how the roster might take shape as we look toward next season. One name that has been generating buzz is the young pitcher from Japan, who has been turning heads with his performances overseas. Last season, he had a remarkable run with the Sabu Lions, appearing in 24 games, pitching over 163 innings, recording 178 strikeouts, and impressively completing 5 games, including 3 shutouts. When you look at his career numbers, he has amassed 14 complete games and 7 shutouts, all by the age of 27. Analysts project his market value anywhere between $80 and $200 million. And if you ask me, a team like the Yankees could realistically aim for somewhere in the middle, perhaps around 130 to 140 million, with a ceiling of 150 million if they really want to make a push. This pitcher has shown that he is capable of being a solid number 2 starter. While he may not be projected as a true number 1 in the rotation, his consistency and ability to go deep into games give him incredible value, especially for a team looking to strengthen its pitching staff. Some former Major League players who have faced him and other top pitchers from Japan, including Yamamoto, Sasaki, and Emi, have commented that he was the toughest to hit among them. That is certainly worth noting when evaluating his potential impact in Major League Baseball. For the Yankees, the timing could not be better. With Garrett Cole and Rodon unavailable on opening day, there's a clear opportunity to bolster the rotation. The current rotation includes solid starters like Schur, Yamamoto, Sasaki, and Blake Snell, but even with this depth, there are only so many slots available. The Yankees have the chance to strategically integrate a pitcher like this into the middle of the rotation, potentially turning him into a key contributor from the very start of the season. He has demonstrated durability, pitching deep into games consistently in Japan, which bodes well for his transition to the majors. Over a full MLB season, his workload could translate to more than 200 innings, giving the Yankees a reliable arm that can handle pressure situations and anchor the rotation when needed. Moving beyond pitching, there are exciting discussions around offensive upgrades, particularly in the outfield. Kyle Tucker's name has come up repeatedly, and for good reason. Since entering the league, Tucker has consistently been among the top hitters in Major League Baseball. When healthy, he has the ability to hit for average and power, consistently contributing 30 to 35 home runs a season. His performance has demonstrated elite-level consistency, making him an attractive target for a team looking to strengthen its lineup. If the Yankees have the chance to acquire him, it would be a move that could immediately elevate their offensive potential. Comparisons with Cody Bellinger have also been a major point of conversation. While Bellinger remains an exceptional corner outfielder and hitter, his inconsistency has been a challenge in recent seasons. He has the capability to deliver MVP-level production, but also the risk of a middling season. In contrast, Tucker has shown more reliable output over his career, providing the kind of offensive stability that any team would covet. Ideally, the Yankees could explore bringing in both players, using Bellinger primarily at first base while keeping Tucker in the outfield, maximizing the offensive firepower in the lineup. Another player generating attention is Bo Bichette. Reports suggest that while he would like to return to Toronto, he is open to playing in New York in the near future. Bichette's offensive prowess is undeniable. Even if there are concerns about his defensive contributions, his bat alone makes him a valuable acquisition. Last season, despite playing only 81 games, he posted a batting average over 300, demonstrating his consistency and ability to drive in runs. In previous seasons, he has led the league in hits and delivered strong power numbers, proving he can contribute at an elite level. Defense matters, of course, but when evaluating players like Bichette, the emphasis is on the overall value they bring to the lineup. History has shown that even players with defensive limitations can help teams win championships if their offensive production is strong. Bichette fits into that mold, and for a team like the Yankees looking to add impact hitters, he represents a significant opportunity to enhance their lineup. Finally, the bullpen remains another area of interest, with Edwin Diaz being a name that keeps surfacing in trade rumors. While many expect Diaz to return to the Dodgers, the Yankees have a chance to be competitive in acquiring top-tier relief talent. Diaz's experience as a dominant closer could provide stability and confidence in high-leverage situations, particularly if the team is planning for deep playoff runs. Long-term contracts for pitchers, especially relievers, are complex and often involve significant investment, but the value of having a reliable closer at the back end of the bullpen cannot be overstated. For the Yankees, pursuing a combination of offensive power and pitching depth could set the stage for a highly competitive roster next season. Overall, as the offseason progresses, the Yankees have several avenues to explore. From strengthening the starting rotation with talented pitchers from Japan to adding offensive firepower with players like Tucker, Bellinger, and Bichette, the team has the potential to reshape its roster significantly. Strategic acquisitions in both pitching and hitting can provide balance, ensuring that the Yankees not only remain competitive during the regular season, but also enter the playoffs with a roster capable of contending for the championship. It will be fascinating to watch how these discussions develop, which players ultimately join the team, and how the coaching staff integrates new talent to maximize performance on the field. The decisions made in the coming months could define the trajectory of the team for the next several seasons, and fans are rightfully excited to see how the Yankees leverage these opportunities to return to the top of Major League Baseball. Continuing with the Yankees' offseason possibilities, there are several storylines that could dramatically shape the team as the new season approaches. One of the most intriguing aspects is how the roster could balance youth and experience, particularly with emerging stars from both the domestic leagues and international circuits. The potential addition of pitchers from Japan could have a ripple effect on the rotation, creating opportunities for some current players to shift roles or move to the bullpen. It's clear that integrating talent from overseas requires careful planning, not just in terms of innings and starts, but also in managing workloads to avoid injury while maximizing performance. A pitcher who has demonstrated endurance and consistency in Japan, for instance, could be used strategically, allowing the Yankees to rest other starters while maintaining a strong presence in the rotation. This kind of depth can be crucial when the team faces the grueling schedule of a major league season, where doubleheaders, long road trips, and high-pressure playoff games can test even the most seasoned rosters. The Yankees' approach to offensive upgrades also continues to attract attention. Beyond Kyle Tucker and Cody Bellinger, other players are generating buzz due to their ability to change games with a single swing. Adding hitters with power, on-base skills, and situational awareness could provide the team with the flexibility to craft lineups that exploit matchups and adapt to opposing pitchers. For example, a player like Bo Bichette brings not just a high batting average, but also the ability to produce in clutch situations. Pairing him with other high-impact bats could create a lineup capable of sustaining pressure throughout 9 innings, which is particularly valuable in close contests or during postseason play. The Yankees have historically leveraged both depth and star power to maintain competitive advantage, and the potential additions this offseason could reinforce that tradition. Even if defensive shortcomings exist, the overall impact on run production and lineup balance often outweighs those concerns, especially when the goal is to contend at the highest level. Another consideration is the bullpen, where stability and reliability can make the difference between a playoff run and an early exit. While Edwin Diaz is expected to remain a target for multiple teams, his potential presence on the Yankees would add a level of security at the closer position. The ability to turn to a dominant reliever in late innings allows the manager to make strategic decisions with confidence, knowing that leads can be protected. This also influences how the rest of the pitching staff is managed. If starters can be counted on to deliver quality innings consistently, the bullpen is preserved for the most critical moments. This kind of resource management is often overlooked in casual analysis, but it is precisely what separates playoff-caliber teams from those that struggle in high-pressure situations. For the Yankees, combining strong starting pitching with a reliable bullpen could set the stage for a more consistent performance throughout the long season. International signings bring unique challenges and opportunities as well. Transitioning from leagues like Japan's NPB to Major League Baseball requires adjustments not just in pitching style, but also in approach to game strategy, batter tendencies, and travel demands. A pitcher who has succeeded in Japan has already demonstrated adaptability and mental toughness, qualities that can translate to success in the United States. If the Yankees are able to acquire such a player, integrating him effectively could be a defining factor in the rotation's performance. This also speaks to the broader strategy of global scouting and talent acquisition, which has become increasingly important for competitive franchises. Teams that can identify undervalued or overlooked players internationally often gain a significant edge, adding high-impact talent at positions of need without necessarily engaging in bidding wars with domestic players. Offensively, the focus remains on creating balance and maximizing the production of every lineup spot. While top-tier players like Tucker, Bellinger, and Bichette are headline targets, the supporting cast is equally critical. Role players, pinch hitters, and situational contributors can influence games in subtle but meaningful ways. A team that integrates strong complementary pieces alongside elite talent gains the flexibility to adapt to injuries, slumps, or strategic shifts during season. For the Yankees, maintaining depth across both pitching and hitting is essential, especially given the high expectations that come with the franchise's history and fan base. These decisions are not made lightly, and careful analysis of performance metrics, player durability, and chemistry factors heavily into the planning process. Looking forward, the Yankees' offseason decisions could set the tone for several years. Acquiring a young, high-ceiling pitcher from Japan, pairing him with reliable veterans, adding top-tier offensive talent, and shoring up the bullpen could create a roster that is competitive immediately while also building for sustained success. Every signing and trade carries implications, from salary considerations to lineup balance, and each choice reflects the franchise's approach to maintaining its competitive edge. Fans will be watching closely, analyzing every move, and speculating on how each addition fits into the broader strategy. The excitement comes not just from potential individual acquisitions, but from how they integrate into a cohesive, championship-caliber team. The narrative of the Yankees' offseason is far from complete. As teams negotiate, rumors circulate, and front offices weigh options, the possibilities remain open. The decisions made over the next several weeks will ripple through the roster, influencing both immediate performance and long-term strategy. With key players potentially moving, emerging stars ready to step into the spotlight, and targeted acquisitions that could transform the lineup, the Yankees are positioned for a dynamic and unpredictable offseason. Fans can expect to see a blend of high-profile signings, strategic depth building, and calculated risk-taking as the franchise works to assemble a team capable of competing at the highest level. The story of this offseason is about more than individual names or statistics. It is about how a storied franchise navigates the challenges of player acquisition, talent integration, and strategic planning to reclaim its place at the top of Major League Baseball. But before we continue, please remember to join our channel and give this video a like. Your support allows us to keep bringing you the latest news about the New York Yankees. Feel free to share your thoughts on the news in the comments. Baseball insiders and fans alike are reeling from whispers that could redefine the balance of power in Major League Baseball. According to multiple sources close to the negotiations, Bryce Harper, the face of the Phillies and one of the most recognizable names in the game, has reportedly agreed to a lightning-fast deal with the New York Yankees. The rumor hit the baseball world like a thunderclap, setting social media ablaze with speculation, disbelief, and plenty of pinstriped excitement. While no official announcement has come from either camp, talk around league circles suggests the agreement was reached with remarkable speed, described by one insider as a 24-hour shocker. Harper, long known for his loyalty to Philadelphia and his outspoken pride in the team's culture, may have found the lure of the Bronx too tempting to resist. The Yankees, ever the franchise of bold moves and blockbuster signings, appear to have pulled off another headline-grabbing coup that fits perfectly within their storied history. If true, the acquisition would mark one of the most dramatic power shifts in recent memory. Harper's bat, charisma, and relentless competitive fire would slot seamlessly into the Yankees' already star-studded lineup. The mere thought of him stepping up to the plate in Yankee Stadium, under those famous lights, with the short porch in right field calling his name, has fans imagining a new era of Bronx Bombers dominance. Still, skepticism remains. Could this all be smoke without fire? Some observers note that the Phillies front office has given no sign of an impending breakup, and Harper himself has often dismissed transfer rumors as noise. Yet, the buzz refuses to die down. Reports of private meetings, sudden travel sightings, and mysterious social media hints have only fueled the frenzy. Whether this is a masterclass in off-season maneuvering or simply the biggest rumor of the year, one thing is certain. Bryce Harper's name is once again on every baseball fan's lips. And if he truly is heading to New York, the Yankees may have just rewritten the script for the next chapter of baseball history. That's it for this update. If you enjoyed the video and want to keep receiving exclusive news about the New York Yankees, please subscribe to our channel and give us a like. We always appreciate your comments and opinions. See you in the next video.